Okay, so they were looking at the 2023 QX80. I don't recall which trim level it is, but I do believe it's a sensory, and it's courtesy of JBA Infinity in Ellicott City. Yes. So we're gonna start off by looking at the exterior. As you see, we have the running boards, 20-inch wheels on the outside. That it looks like graphite color. Looks really well with the all white exterior. We have the peanut butter interior, one of my favorites with the quilted seats. You gotta love that. It's so stylish and elegant. Um, we got the screens in the back seats or in the headrest. Second row entertainment, or is it infotainment? Believe it's infotainment. They do allow what is it called? They do allow streaming or smartcast or screencast or screen share, whatever you call it. Got the third row in the back. The third row has the folding seats as well as the second row. Plenty of storage space in the armrest, the center console for the rear seat. Rear seat has climate control, has access to the front armrest as well. Very useful. You could fit probably a regulation size football in there, but two adults could sit up front and share the armrest comfortably without touching. That's pretty cool. Um, the front seats were really spacious, which is a big deal for me because I'm over 6 feet tall. So it was good to have that space. Plus, I'm a big guy. Um, Onto the front seats, the dashboard, and the stereo and entertainment system up front with the wireless charging and full climate control. You can control the front and the rear from the front seat, from the driver or the passenger seat. You got multiple USB and charging stations throughout the vehicle. I mean, there are charging ports all through the truck. Cup holders everywhere, speakers everywhere. So charging cup holders and speakers are everywhere. Outlets. You got your sunroof. You also had the home garage link system that you can program. I personally don't use it. Never have. I doubt I ever will use it on any vehicle. Um, but overall, this thing is amazing. Rides like a dream. You can't help but want to cruise. You put on your favorite slow jam and just cruise, or you can go for something a little more aggressive and cruise. But the sound system in this thing is insane. It's well equipped with the remote start, um, LED, I believe, lights everywhere. It might be HID lights in the headlights, but I know as far as like the rest of the lights, they're all LED. Yeah, and this is just a couple of pics of those beautiful wheels. Looks so wonderful on there. The engine bay is huge. Not a lot of space in there to play with. Oh boy. So from the driver's seat, you get a lot of comfort. You get a lot of options and a lot of settings. And again, I don't believe this is the fully loaded one, but I do believe that this one is well equipped. I do believe that there may be one or two key features missing to kind of distinguish. Like, I believe this might have been a sensory. So with that being said, I'm not sure if it was an SL in frame in terms of like the Armada or if it was closer to like the platinum status. But I know this thing had just about every option that I could think of in it. Now, I know they have one that does have the screen that goes all the way across, but I think that's the 24 model. This one didn't have that. Again, this was a 23, and it had a bunch of features, a bunch of buttons. Looks like there's two buttons missing on this one, so that's, but hey, we got close. Got plenty of other buttons to touch and press and play with. Driving assistance features, lane departure prevention, blind spot monitoring, blind spot intervention, rear temperature control. But yeah, it had just about everything that you could want in a vehicle, along with the space. You know, you could definitely set your heat to whatever temperature you want, put it on auto, and the car will regulate the temperature inside and keep the climate just where you want it. Me personally, I prefer like a 72 to a 74 degrees. But if you like 80, that's fine. Me personally, I like to be nice and cool when I ride, especially with these ventilated and heated seats. The rear seats, I believe, were heated and cooled as well. Or at least I know they were heated. So I think the second row was heated. I think the third row might have been heated as well. I know there was a button in the rear that I didn't really know what it was for. It might have been for the fold down function. I think the rear seats, the third row folded down with the flick of a button, with the press of a button. Or maybe it might have been for the second row from the rear of the vehicle.